All of you, welcome back to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to build your first ever cross-chain bridge DApp where you will allow user to swap the token between two different blockchain, Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche. We have multiple networks supported in our cross-chain DApp where they can swap the token in one network and they can receive the token in other networks. So let me give you a complete walkthrough of all the features we have included and how you can able to perform this transaction. So when the user will come back to our application, this is what exactly they will find from top to bottom. We have a beautiful design and every single thing is working absolutely fine. So the very first section we have is our header section, and we have called cross-chain bridge. You can call whatever you want. Here we have our wallet, so you can simply see your wallet address which you are connected and your fund. So currently I'm connected with the Polygon, but you can connect with any network. You can click on this and it will open this particular model, and here you can able to find all the details. You can send, you can go back here, receive, you can check the networks, you can have the transaction. It's going to fetch out all the transaction which you have done recently. That's what you have here. If you go back to the viewer asset, you will find that which funds you have in which token. You can see the NFT. That's all you will find, which I'm going to explore extensively together. You can disconnect your wallet and you will have a multiple option to connect with your wallet. So let's close this one. Now the next section we have is our hero section, where we are calling this cross-chain bridge because that's what we are providing through this application. You can customize as per your requirement, as per your text. Here we are highlighting couple of data like total volume, supported chain, transaction, active user, but you can put your, now come back to the star of the show, which is our cross-chain bridge interface where user can use it and perform all the transactions. So you can see that currently I'm connected with my MetaMask wallet. So that's what you will find. You will find that I have selected a specific token, wrap pool, giving my wrap pool and receiving the USDT. You can do the transaction on the same blockchain by giving one token and receiving other, or you can do it between two different blockchain. Once you will connect your wallet, you will see that which token is selected and how much fund you have in your wallet. So I have this much fund of wrap pool. If you come back to the USDC, I have 1.15 USDT token. So if you want to switch the token, you can simply click here and it's going to give you this model. Here you will find tons of option, all the supported blockchain which you can pick and you can perform the transaction. So you will find that currently I'm connected with the Polygon. That's what I have selected. So you will find the assets which I have in my wallet. So I have Pol, I have USDC, I have Pol, Wrap, USDT. That's all the token which you will have in your wallet. That's all you will find here. So you can simply scroll and you can able to find all the supported token and all the tokens which is available. So that's all we have here. So what I will do, I'll select Polygon and I'm going to select the, let's say I have this USDT. I have one USDC. So I'll simply select that one. I got it. I have selected that USDT. Now I have to select the other token. So I'll simply come back here, click on this, and here you will find the token which I want to do. So if I want to perform the transaction from any other blockchain, I can do that, or I can do the transaction on the same network. So what I will do, I have this 1.3 wrap pool. So I can do the swap for wrap pool. So I'll simply select this and I'm going to find it out here that I have wrap pool and have this much fund. So if I want to perform the transaction, I can do that very easily. I can give my, and you will find that here you will find the details that how much I'm going to receive the wrap pool. So all I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction and the transaction would be completed. So I'll show you how you're going to perform that. So let's come back to the bottom and here you will find the details we are providing to the supported network. Here we are giving the additional information that it's super light, super fast, and we have a very low fees and low pool we are targeting on the exchange. Here you will find the details about the project and the footer section which you can customize as per your requirement. So this is what we have. Now let's try to perform the transaction. So you can see this is what I have. I want to swap it on the same network. I'm giving my USDC and I'm buying the wrap pool. I can click on this swap and here I'm performing the transaction. You can see that we are connected with the MetaMask wallet. This much coin I'm going to give and this is what I'm going to actually receive. This is the estimated time which I have to click on this swap, and here the transaction is happening. Is going to trigger our MetaMask wallet. So here I am, let me give my credential, and here you can see the interface, what we are giving and what we exactly going to receive. So let's click on this confirm and the transaction is in the process. Here you will find the details. Once the transaction will complete, you can verify that on the exchange. So let's confirm the transaction one more time because this is what exactly we're going to receive as a wrap matty. So I'll click on this confirm and the transaction is happening. All of this transaction I'm doing on the actual network, Polygon. So you will see, and finally the transaction is completed. You can see we got the confirmation. If you want to see the receipt of the transaction, you can click here and here you will find the details that how much you have paid, which network, how much you have received, and you will find the transaction hash. You can click here and it will take you to the block explorer. There you can able to understand and see all the transaction which you have performed and the swap we have done. So that's how user can perform the swap. And if you want to see, you can give a quick reload and you will find the balance of your token is changed in your wallet. So right now you have 0.15 because we have given our USDC and we have received pole, so it went up to 6.2. Earlier it was 1. So the transaction is completed. You can double confirm, you can open up your MetaMask, and here you will find, go back to the token section, and there you will see that how much fund you have, like 6.297 Rapmati. So we have got it. So that's how you can able to perform the sell and buy of the same token on the same chain. Now let's try to perform some transaction between two different networks. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here. And what I will do, I'll select my USDC. So this particular token I will select, and I'm going to do the swap, the exchange on Ethereum. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to change the network. So I'll select Ethereum, and here you will find all the funds which I have in this particular wallet on Ethereum. That's what is going to reflect here. So I have this much ETH and this much USDC and this much USDT. So I have 1. So if I want to perform the swap, I can do that very easily. I'll select this Ethereum, and there you will find that how much I will get as an ETH. You have seen that this is the current balance I have in my wallet, and this is what I'm going to receive. So let's try to perform the transaction. I'm giving my 1 USDC, and this is what I exactly going to give. So you have to keep this in mind. So click on this swap, and here we are performing the transaction. You can see what payment we are making from USDC coin from Polygon, and we are receiving on ETH. Click on the swap, and the transaction is happening. Just wait, soon the transaction will complete. Here we are getting the confirmation. You can see what you are giving. Click on this confirm, and here we have the transaction in the process. So just give some time, soon the transaction will complete, and you're going to have that ETH in your wallet. So here the transaction in the process. You have to do the confirmation one more time because we have to submit our token, which I'm going to do confirm, and the transaction is in the process. So just wait. Soon you will get the confirmation, and you can able to find the balance will go up and the transaction would be successfully completed. So you can do with any token, you can do with Pole, you can do the swap, you can simply transfer one token or ETH or native currency to a different exchange, and you can receive the corresponding amount as per the exchange rate. So finally the transaction is completed. You can click on this view payment receipt, and you will find that how much you have received in your wallet and how much you have paid. The transaction, you can click here and you will come back here, and you can able to find the details about the contract and how you are interacted with it. So if you come back to the application, if you go back here, just give a quick reload, you will find the fund will go up. So earlier it was 13, now it's went up to 42. If you want to double confirm, you can come back here and you can simply change your Ethereum network, and there you will find the fund you have done the transaction is confirmed successfully. If you come back to the token, you will see how much fund you have. So we have successfully performed our transaction and we have received the ETH in our wallet. So it's really powerful. So I hope you have understood the entire transaction, that how it will happen, how the user can swap between two different blockchain and the same network. So this is how our cross bridge application will work. It's really powerful and it has all the features which you can use it to launch straight away. If you click on your wallet, here you will have the option, you can manage your wallet and you can simply link multiple account. You can come back here, you can simply go back to your view assets, and there you will find all the funds which you have in your wallet with connected network. You can click here. If you go back to the transaction, you will find the recent transaction which you have performed, all the things which you have initialized. We have the initialized transaction, approve, initialize, all of the transaction we have confirmed because we have multiple contract which interacting to perform this bridge system. If you click here, you can come back here. If you want to simply receive the fund, you can simply give and you can scan or you can transfer your wallet. If you come back here, you can click on the send and you can simply send the token to any particular address. You can come back here. If you want to buy, you can do the purchasing right from here. So it's really powerful. I hope you have understood all the feature functionality which we have included in this particular dApp. And again, I don't want to perform multiple transaction because I'm paying my real fund. This is the real fund which I'm paying for performing the transaction. It's super responsive for all the screen sizes which you can have a look. That's how it's going to look on a mobile device which you can able to control and customize based on your branding. So first I would suggest you to simply try to rewatch the video, understand the architecture we have utilized, and it looks powerful. It looks powerful. So now let me provide you all the assets which you need to develop this application. And if you really want to foster your development, you can take the final source code as well. So I'll provide you the link in the description. You can click here, or you can come back to the blockchain coder. And here you will find all the project we have built. We have more than 100 plus project which you can able to find. That's all the detail is given. Make sure to log in and create your account. Then you will have this option called source code. And here you will find all the project we have developed, all the projects. So go through this, try to understand, spend some time here, build at least 5 of them. So once you will build 5 projects, you will have a better understanding that how you have to build a real world application. So to get the assets, you can click here, click on the recent project, and here we have it. Click on this, you can come back here, and here you will find the complete details about this particular project. So make sure to click on the starter file. You will come back to the GitHub repository, and here you will understand the complete folder and file structure we have included in this particular project and how every single thing is coming together. So it would be very helpful for you to go through this and understand the entire architect. What are the tools we are utilizing in this particular project? So now let me show you how you have to do the final code setup once we'll get it. So you can come back here and take the final source code. Once you will take it, you will give your valuable contribution to my team to bring more tutorial like this. Once you will download the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to install a zip extractor in your system. Then you can able to extract this file and get this folder, and in which you will have the complete source code of the project which you have seen in the demo. So this is the one which you have to extract and open in your VS Code. So let's click on this VS Code, and right now you will find that I have an empty project. I'll click on this open, go back to desktop, and there I have the folder. I'll select and click on open. Now let me give you a complete walkthrough of the folder and file structure and the architecture which I have utilized in this project. It's very important for you to understand. That will help you to simply start the project and set up it quickly. So I'll come back here. Before you make any changes in the project, just test the way it is. After that, do all the experiment, all the changes in the project. So the very first folder we have is the app. If you open that one, we have the global CSS for managing all the styling we are utilizing in our project. We have the layout, we have the pages. Just keep it as it is. You can see this red. I'm using a different configuration in my prettier. That's why you can see that. So don't need to worry about it. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. That's the app. The next one we have is the component, in which you will find all the component we have in our projects like feature, footer, header, stats, supported network, widget, and swap widget client. So that's all we have. Don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one, come back to the library. There you will find we have the Thirdweb. That's what we are using. So here you can see, just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Let's close this one. This one we have is the utils. Keep it as it is. We are following the reference model. Now comes the most important thing, which is the environment variable. And this is what you have to provide, because all the feature which you can see, interacting with the protocol, getting the fit pricing, all the model, that's all is coming from the Thirdweb, because we are using that as our client provider. So that's the API key you have to get, which I will tell you how you can get it. And the rest of the thing is going to be as it is. So we have the Islin configuration, get ignore, we have the next dev, we have the next configuration packages. And so no matter when you are developing this project, it will work absolutely fine as long as you use this exact version and just follow the way I'm doing the setup. You will understand every single thing. We have the post config file, we have the readme file, in which I have providing all the important links which you can simply refer. That's all is given about the architecture and the folder and file structure we have utilized. So just follow this video till the end. Every single thing would be clear that how you have to do the setup. Let's close this one, come back to the Tailwind. Here you can able to manage your coloring, the theme of the application, but I would suggest you to test as it is. Last one we have is the text configuration, and here we have all the model for the work pack, watch model, that's all is there. So let's keep it as it is. So this is the complete folder file structure we have in the project. So you don't need to make any changes. All you have to do is to get your environment variable. And let's try to get that quickly. So this is the one we have to get. So to get it, we can open up our browser, open a new tab, type Thirdweb. Thirdweb is a really powerful platform which help you to get the interface, the model which you can interact with straight away. So here you will find all the details about the Thirdweb and what are the feature and functionality they are providing. So I would highly encourage you to go back here and read the documentation. This will help you a lot to give you the capability and the understanding that how you can interact with different model and different features. So this one is really very important. Make sure to go back to the contract, the bridges model, all the detail is given that how you can able to interact and perform all the transactions. So let's come back here. I'll come back and I'm going to create my account. I already have my account, but make sure to create your account and log in straight away. So I'll simply come back here and I'll go back to the main. So I already have my account, so I can simply create a new account or I can simply log in straight away. So let me click login, And I will come back here, and here you will have multiple options which you can pick to log in. So I would suggest you to go with MetaMask, but let me show you how you can do that with the help of Google as well. So I'll simply click on this, and here is going to open the model. So I'll go with this, and it's going to create my brand new account in Thirdweb. I have to simply provide the authority. Make sure to do exactly the way I'm doing, because this one is a very important part for you to get your credential. So here, once you will log in, you will have a similar interface just like this. Now you have to provide your company details. You can give whatever you want, and you have to provide a valid email ID, the email ID which you have selected. So I'm going to select the email ID, and I click on this. I'm not going to receive any promotional product details. I click on this get started. Once you will click on this get started, you will have this. Would you like to link your wallet? I'll change call link wallet and continue, or I can click on this change wallet. So click on this, and here is going to take me there, and it will send you a verification email. So I'll simply come back here, go back to my email. I will find that I got my email ID. I'll simply copy that one, and that's what I'm going to provide here. I got it. Click on this verify, and in this way my email ID would be verified, and I can able to have this interface. I can simply upload my profile details. So I'll simply click here, put the details about your profile. So I'll simply come back here, select this, click on open. I can give the name. I'll say the Daulat Hussain, and I'm going to provide the URL. So it's going to be Daulat Hussain. Automatically click on continue, and here you will find that I will go on the payment details section. So you don't need to make the payment. And I go back to my account, and it will take you to my dashboard. So you will come back here. You can click on this view, and here you will come back to your dashboard, and from here you can able to create a new API key, or you can simply add a new API key. So here you will find all the API key which you have already connected. So I'll simply click on my create project, and you can simply call whatever you want. So I'll say, and I want to allow all the domain. Click here and click on this create, click on proceed, and you will get your project credential. So this two credential is very important. I would suggest you to save it somewhere safe. I want you to save it somewhere safe. So simply copy this one. So you can save it here, and you can come back here. You can copy this, and you can save it here as well. So this is the two which is very important. I'm going to hide it, but you have to get your own. Okay. I'll simply click on this delete. So once you copy both of this, now we have to come back to our environment variable. So let's click on this, and here you have to provide your client ID. The client ID. If you come back here, this is the one you have to provide. In some places you have to need this. So depending on the requirement, the configuration you want to do in your application, you have to provide your credential. But in our case, we need this one. Simply copy that one, and that's what we're going to provide here. So let me provide it. Then I will come back here, and we can proceed ahead with the further setup. So finally, I got my environment variable set up. Every single thing is looking absolutely perfect. Now we are ready to start our application. So I'll simply open up my terminal, and I have to do the installation. So before I do that, let me check my node version. And I have the required node version, and it's absolutely fine. And this one is the latest one. If I show you my npm version, it looks absolutely fine. So make sure you have the same node version, because this is what we are using in this project, and which is very much compatible. So now all you have to do is to simply install the package type npm. I hit enter, and it's going to do the installation of the project. So just wait. Soon the installation will complete, and we are ready to test our application, and every single thing would be working fine. We are connected with the protocol because we have our credential which we have provided in our environment variable. So just wait. So, and finally we are done with the installation. This might take a little bit time depending on your system configuration and how fast your network is. So we are done with the installation, and you can see I'm getting this warning, depreciated. We are following the stable model, so some of the packages are old, some of the packages are new. So make sure to follow the exact model. Don't change any one of this package and run any of this command, otherwise it will change the packages. Every single thing will be working absolutely fine. So let's clear our terminal and let's start our application. We'll type npm run dev, hit enter, and here our application got started. You will find the logs. You can see our application is running on localhost 3000, which you can simply copy. You can minimize this one, don't delete, minimize this one. Now you can come back to the browser, open a new tab, hit enter, and you will find that our application is live. So finally the application is open, and every single thing is looking absolutely fine. And we will get this particular button to connect to wallet. So make sure to come back in MetaMask and pick a network where you want to perform the transaction. So I'm going to do all the transaction on Polygon because it's very high to perform the transaction in Ethereum, and I don't have much ETH in my wallet. So let's do the transaction on Polygon. So I'll come back here, and you can see I'm connected with the Polygon. Now I'll select here, click on wallet, click on install MetaMask. You can pick any wallet, but I'm going to use MetaMask, and Polygon. And here you will find the wallet is connected, and I have to select the pair of the token which I want to do. So I'm going to perform the transaction on Polygon because I don't have fund in my Ethereum. So I'll simply click here, and I'm already connected with the Polygon. So what I will do, I'll give my poll, and I'm going to get the USDT. Okay, so I'll simply give my poll, and here you will find that I have 20 poll in my wallet, and I'm going to select the next token is going to be, let's say, this one, USDC. Select that one, and you will find that I will have this much. So I want to get the USDC, and I want to give my poll back. So I'll come back here, and let's give my let's say give 5 poll, and how much USDT I'll get. So I'm going to get, let's say, 1. It will automatically change the pricing, that how much I will receive in my wallet and how much I have to pay. So to receive poll, I have to pay this much. Let's perform the transaction. Click on swap, and the transaction is happening. You can see the logs, that which wallet, what transaction model. Click on this swap, and the transaction is happening. Just wait, it's going to open your MetaMask, and you have to confirm the transaction. You can see the details. Click on this confirm, this much you're going to receive. Click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. So you will get the latest rate of exchange we have on the exchange when you will perform the swap or change the architecture, change the network or the blockchain. You can see the transaction is completed. I can click here, and you will find the details about the transaction, that what I have paid and what I have received and how much I have received. Now if you want, you can simply reload the page, and you will find the balance is went down this there. You can come back in your MetaMask, and you can see the transaction is confirmed, you have paid, and you will have received. Come back to the token, and you have received the USDC. It went up to $1 perfectly. So that's how you can able to perform the transaction, and this one is really powerful project. It will help you to understand that how bridges work, how you can able to interact with different contract, different protocol, and perform this kind of architecture. So I'm not going to perform any other transaction costing me real fun to perform this transaction and show you, but you have got the drill that how you have to perform the transaction and how you have to set up the project. So make sure to download the starter file and save it, so when the complete project will come, you can faster your development, or you can take the final source code and you can set up the way I have explained you and perform all the transaction, and you can launch it straight away. So that's the only thing from my end. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help you in that. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.